We're gonna keep it going.
Act this selfish, bro. Pull over, bro. Let us off the car, bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna see our baby again.
Let us off the fucking car, bro. You're never gonna see our baby? Are you fucking serious? You're trying to fucking kill us. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna kill y'all, I promise.
Bro, just let us out the car,
bro. This is sheriffs. They gonna kill me for some shit that I didn't do.
Bro, if you pull over and put your
They gonna kill me, cuz.
Hey, you gotta pull over and put your hands up, bro. My fucking baby's in the car, bro. Bro, just pull over and put your hands up, bro. My baby is in the car, Dayon. Bro, my baby is in here, bro. Bro, Dayon, just pull over.
I understand.
Let us out, bro.
Fuck, cuz these bitch ass snooping niggas, cuz.
Bro, just let us out, bro. Let us out.
Bro, I'm not even supposed to be in this shit right now.
Bro, let us out, Dayon. Dayon, let us out, bro.
It's over with.
Dayon, let us the fuck out.
I cannot imagine, but it appears to be, we'll see here, we'll have a really clear view here in a second. That appears to be a small infant in his arms. It's a woman. Is it a woman or a man? I can't tell. It's a male. Well, either way, the suspect is stepping out of the vehicle from showing both hands. Now we have, there is somebody in the back seat. There is somebody in the back seat. The passenger has now opened up the driver's side door and the back seat. You just can't believe that that person has just led the LA County Sheriff's Department on a wild and dangerous pursuit in the middle of rush hour with a baby in that vehicle and other people inside of that car. This is just incredible, and hopefully he cooperates from here on out. This is just incredible.
Yeah, these are surprises. We're often surprised on what gets out of these vehicles at the end of pursuit, and it goes to show you never know. And that's why they always have to handle it where they have to be prepared for any possibility. This is one of those pursuits where the unexpected is happening from one moment to the next.
That's right. Right. I mean, look at this. This is giving me so much agita, guys. They cannot see his hands. Is he reaching for a baby or is he reaching for a gun?
It looks like he was hugging the person in the hugging the person in the back seat.
They have no idea.
It puts them in such a precarious situation.
This is the worst. This is the worst situation I can imagine in this scenario.
Oh my goodness.
They are pretty much handcuffed on how they could approach this. If it does suddenly turn violent, they have a really almost impossible situation to deal with, knowing that there is an infant child that is in harm's way.
Here comes the person in the back seat with the baby.
Here comes a woman out of the back seat with child. Driver stepping out of the vehicle, and now, this is not what they. This is not what they want to see here. This is not what they want to see.
Well, it sounds like
it's a high. This is a very intense moment with a lot of real life emotions and drama playing out here. But now you can see the woman coming toward those officers with child. Whether she was a willing participant or not, they will figure it out very quickly. They're going to take custody of the child temporarily because obviously somebody's being charged with child endangerment. But finally, it is up to the suspect to just give up peacefully at this point now that the baby is out of the picture. But this is about as tense as it gets, guys.
Well, thank goodness he's complying now with the orders, at least with both hands up and backing up.
That was stressful to watch. And keep in mind that the car is not clear. We don't know what else is in that car. And
that's right.
We have been surprised before, and that's why they're going to handle it as well and try to take care of this suspect, and then they'll check the vehicle. But this is going in the right direction, Chris.
There is so much training that comes into play in a situation like this. They drill for this all the time, and this is a perfectly executed felony stop here. After a wild chase that has come to a relatively peaceful end, these deputies faced with so many life or death decisions as they try and just wrap this up, and they're going to continue to treat this very carefully until they know for sure, as you mentioned, David, that vehicle is completely cleared. But look at that. A dangerous driver involved in a robbery of some sort. You see the woman being placed into handcuffs until they figure out what her participation level was, and that innocent baby now in the custody of the LA County Sheriff's Department as they attempt to clear that vehicle. And you can see they have not taken their eyes off of that vehicle, nor have they taken their gun sights off that vehicle.
Right, just when you think we've seen every pursuit imaginable, you get a new surprise. That's incredible.
Sheesh. Before we get into it, can anybody tell me if that was a Kia or not? Was that a Kia that he was trying to get away in a high-speed chase? I usually know my cars was a bad angle, but it really looked like he was trying to get away in a Kia. Please tell me he wasn't trying to get away in a Kia. Anybody in the chat who knows what car that was, please put in the chat if that was a Kia he was trying to get away with.
Hey, Trev, I can't front. Kias do have some cars that move, though.
The Stinger, that's it. That wasn't that, was it?
No, that wasn't the Stinger, though. No. But dude, a coward. That I hope when he get on deck in the county, they get that nigga a pumpkin head. You know what I'm saying? Like this. To pull something like that with your kid in the car, an innocent woman, your child, and then you get out the car with the kid, that's some coward ass shit, bro.
Stupid.
Oh.
Here's your mic went out. Did you stop?
No, I said I hope.
Okay, there you go.
I said I hope they put hands and feet on him as soon as
they probably will. They probably will. They probably will. Casey, what you got in the matter?
I briefly heard about this earlier. My heart was racing watching that entire clip. I couldn't imagine. I mean, no telling how fast that they were going. I mean, all it could have taken is one mistake and they go flipping, barrel rolling across the interstate, kill somebody else, kill everybody in the car. And of course, he probably would have walked away with like 2 broken ankles or something. But it's I can't. He just was only thinking about himself in that moment. He wasn't thinking about no one else when whatever he did to get him in that situation, and he wasn't thinking about anybody else as he was, in that situation trying to get away. And the fact that they played that, I know it's been looping all over social media, but I can't. It gives me anxiety, like out of this world.
Crazy. Whew. And White, what we got?
Yeah, I think that was I tell you, you hear me?
This is low.
Yeah, I think that was whole ass shit. Like
you
bring your he was pretty much using that child as a bulletproof vest. Like, y'all ain't gonna shoot me with my child right here. Like that. I can't see no real father doing no shit like that. That shit crazy. He said he was running because of some shit he did with some snoover, some shit he said in there.
Yeah, he's probably talking about Hoovers.
But he was saying snoover.
What is that? I don't know what that is. What is it?
That's a gang.
Gang.
So you gang banging, or what they say it was a robbery attempt too. So you doing all of this shit with your child in the car. You a whole goofy, bro. You shouldn't have been doing it, but doing it with your child in the car, it take it to the next level of stupidity. I can't. I be wanting to stand up for black men, but I can't on that in that specific instance. Whatever that nigga get, he deserved because he tripping. Now I think it's a mental illness aspect that go into there, because he was saying they're about to kill me for something I didn't do. Damn. I don't know if he just internalized that they just got behind him randomly, and he thought that his fear of the police was so high that he just felt he was gonna die just based off of whatever, and got on the high speed. I don't know, but from the influence,
he was probably there. He was probably at the scene of a crime, but he probably wasn't the one that committed it, or wasn't the main. He was probably like an accomplice.
Shit, he fucked around and did it in the car, for all we know.
Yeah,
and when he picked up his family right afterwards.
Yeah.
That shit I don't know what be on these niggas' minds sometimes. That's wild. Ain't no scenario I'm intentionally put my child in harm's way. Like,
bro, I don't even know if I can even say that this is like a mental health issue. Like this is a grown ass man that that made it to whatever age in life. He created a family. Nigga got tattoos all over his body. He banging. You know, when I was growing up, and Marcus, I'm sure you heard it too, being from Chicago. But when I was growing up, I was always told if you keep running the streets, you're gonna wind up either in dead or in jail. So whenever
Yeah,
you
we say
play,
throwing rocks at the penitentiary. That was the saying. Like you throwing rocks.
so when, so whenever you playing in the streets like that, man, hey, if the police on you and you got your family in the car, man, hey, you just gotta take that L. Just pull over, let them out, whatever. If you're gonna keep
Yeah.
running, whatever, you're gonna off yourself, whatever. Hey, go do that on your own terms. Take that L, or
Yeah,
take
because
your seat.
she was pleading with bro. She was pleading with bro to like just let us out, and he's just being completely selfish about it. That was crazy. Mistaken. What you thinking?
You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was looking at, was the fact that I don't know whether she was, like how the cops were saying, whether she was involved in whatever was going on or not. But at the end of the day, whether she was or not, real dudes that I know is going to take that fall for everybody in there just on the strength of knowing that that's their kid. And the fact that he did not do that was crazy to me. Not only did he not do that, he used his child to protect him, which is supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to be protecting the child.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was crazy.
Sweeney, what you trying to? What is that? I
That's
can barely make.
you see New Jack City where they shot up the wedding and then they grabbed
Oh
the little
yeah,
girl and
no,
put her
I
in
missed
front of
that.
them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Oh yeah.
So
Damn.
not to defend this fool at all, but I think that they made the children. He made the children visible, so at least they knew not to just like shoot him upon getting out the whip. Because let's say he hopped out first. Sometimes these dudes are overzealous and they might just get busy, and the
But Trev,
children could have got
what
hit.
if they just start shooting as soon as they seen something come out the car they ain't recognize? Some of them be trigger
They
happy.
could have.
Just
That's what I'm
put
saying.
shot out
So,
there and get shot.
but
That's
if they see a child, and they get
Yeah.
trigger happy, they're gonna. I don't think those police officers would want that type of smoke. So I
If
think
that was
that
his true concern, he should have
it's a
just
bad
pulled
judgment call.
over. He should have just
He
pulled
definitely
over.
should have pulled over
That was
first.
his
I was
true
just talking about
concern.
that
Shouldn't
one
have
part of it.
out. It shouldn't even got to that point because that was ridiculous.
No, you're right.
Them police don't be caring like that. I told you about that time when we was driving. I was in the back seat sitting with my baby when she was like 2 months old, and then the police was trying to talk to the driver and the passenger side. Then came in the back and started messing with me and upped his gun with me and the baby in the back. They don't care. They'll shoot. They don't give no fuck about that shit. That baby is what they say. No humans. No NHI. No humans involved or whatever they be saying out there. Y'all, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, Marcus, I mean, and I'm not trying to necessarily defend the police in this situation, but just off of this one clip that we seen, and there's tons of other clips of people doing the same shit where they will use a child, you know what I'm saying, as a shield to get out of something and still put themselves in a position where the police would have to even shoot at them. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those deals where you're put in a weird position of where if this nigga is willing to use his baby as a shield, God knows what else he's willing to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at that point, it's literally a life or death situation. So are we expecting for this cop to essentially give his life because somebody else doesn't value their own life and let alone their own seed? You know, so I think that it's a really sticky situation to be in. Another thing too that I want to point out, I'm seeing this Texas Forever guy in the comment section, and he's posting all of these things of, you know, I'm pretty sure it's something. Oh, you're not driving, you traveling, and all that. when we put out information like that to young black men and they get caught on the side of the road with some police and oh well I'm not driving, I'm traveling, and they being they're going against they're exciting the situation to where it's like, man, if you just be cool with them, you damn near could just be on your way. But instead of raising the temperature of everything, of being uncooperative, you know what I'm saying, you now putting yourself in a position that you don't even have to be in. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we really gotta hone that in.
No, you got a valid point there, and what I'll say this: 90% of the times that I get pulled over actually doing something, not nearly as egregious as this, but might be going a little fast, or maybe did a California roll or whatever, and they'll be like, 90% of the time I don't get a ticket. 90% of the time.
Can I make a correction real quick? Real quick, can I make one correction?
Go ahead.
That man did not get out the car using his baby as a shield.
Come on, man.
I just watched it again. The person who got out the car first was her. And then he got out behind her and gave her a hug.
He got out.
The baby in his arms when he got out the car.
No, it wasn't. The baby was in the girlfriend's arm. Go rewatch the video. I'm watching it right now. I'm looking right
at the
it.
baby back, Sweeney. You gotta rewind it back. He had the baby when the door opened. He had the baby already in the front. He then passed the baby back to her. Yeah, and then she got out the car, and then he got out behind her. He opened the door first with the baby in his lap.
Exactly.
But he didn't get out with the car. Yeah. I mean, he didn't get out of the car with the baby.
And they saw the baby on his lap. He was still sitting down with the door wide open.
Yeah, but he didn't exit the vehicle. He didn't exit the vehicle with the child in his hand.
It looked like
with the baby between him and gunfire. Okay. That's what I think Sweeney's trying to say.
Yeah,
right.
That's some weak ass shit.
He wasn't getting out of the vehicle.
That ain't even something you should even waste your breath on, bro.
Well, I'm just going off of the video I saw, bro.
I feel you, but this ain't even nothing to remotely defend.
Well, if he didn't actually do it, then that would mean that you can't say that he did something that he didn't do. Now, y'all said he did something different. I'm only going off of the video that I saw that I just replayed, which is he got out the car after her. She already had the baby in her hand. That's the part that I saw.
When the video started, the overhead shot, he had the door open with the baby in his arms.
Oh, okay. Well,
we agree with that. We agree he had a baby.
No, I didn't even know that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even know that, Bruiser. So I was just going.
He had the baby. Listen, he had the baby in his arm when he was sitting in the seat. I mean, I was in the military. I know rules of engagement. We don't even, if we know it's kids in the vehicle or something like that, it don't matter. Even if you open the door, we can't fire into that vehicle unless we got a clear shot.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's exit the vehicle, then it's game. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't exit the vehicle with the baby in his arm. But I understand. I'm not gonna say what everybody else say because that's just a waste of time being an echo chamber. Yeah, he was wrong for what he did.